Shut up and sit down.
All right, we're back again. It's episode 3. Man, that's like 3 times as many as we had before we started.
That's true. That's a great perspective.
Yeah. Just think if it were annual. I mean, we'd be 3 years older right now.
We would only have one episode out right now.
Math
Probably
is
that
difficult.
one,
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody, this is the Done Deal podcast. You got Charlie, you got Scott. This is our opportunity to talk about what we've been doing the last week and our iRacing endeavors. A couple leagues we're in, talk about those races, a few things coming up, maybe even a few real life NASCAR newsworthy events we need to talk about. Yeah, I'm going to drop a bomb on Scott here in a minute. He's not even going to know. Before we get going, I feel like I need to explain why I'm wearing the Chicago Bears t-shirt. I mean, we are Bears fans around here, right, Scott?
Well, not me.
Oh, okay. Well, just want to give a shout out to the Bears. Any Bears fans out there? Hey, leave us a comment.
Once in a blue moon.
And by the way,
so.
We're not those kinds of people on YouTube. They're like, hey, like and comment. You know, that's so cliche. We say it because we really want you to comment. I mean, those other people, they don't really care. We care. We care. That's the motto of episode 3 is we care.
You know what I always say? If you like it, you'll like it. If you want to comment, you'll comment. If it's share worthy, you'll share it. I don't need to tell you to do that stuff.
Nice. So we won't tell you again after this episode. So like and comment and share.
I didn't know that's where you were transitioning. My bad. Yeah. Yes.
Last thing before we get into the recap. Man, the recap's a similar theme, but we'll get there. We're starting a new tradition. So Scott, you want to grab your coffee cup there? Yeah. Not ready? Yeah, it's coffee time here on episode 3. So, sitting with Scott. Impressive.
Yeah, isn't it? That's a little foreshadowing.
All right, maybe we'll talk about that in the future. So here's to episode 3. 3, 2, 1. Cheers. All right. Yeah, go ahead and take you a big old swig of whatever you got there.
Yeah.
It sounded good.
Drinking, yeah. It was good.
All right. Let's get down to what we're all here for and what y'all came to see, and that is the racing recap. Thursday Night League was at Pocono. We're going to get into this a little bit more, but just a basic recap. I'm showing the clip here from the last restart, and it kind of just goes from here. Jared he started first on that last restart. That 28 car was fighting him a little bit on the outside, but it was not going to happen. Jared goes on to win. That is 4 out of 6 races that he has won in this league. I did the math. That's 67% of the races that he wins now. So, needless to say, he's doing good. So, Scott, I think it's time for particularly me, maybe you a little bit, to admit we were wrong. I think in episode 2, I actually thought I was gonna, this was gonna be an easy win for me. I mean, I'm never that bold, but do you have an apology to issue or anything? Because I mean, we didn't think Jared was gonna win, right?
I feel really dumb. I will say that I didn't think Jared was gonna win, no, but I did think that you had a legit shot. I just didn't want to hype you up on that. I feel really dumb because I was far from anything. And also, I'm noticing in this clip, don't show my car because I didn't realize the whole ARCA layout changed on paint. So when I uploaded my old paint, it didn't.
Yeah, I noticed that the hood looked a little off-center. I'm like, oh, he's doing some kind of cool, abstract, artsy thing.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was doing.
Okay, good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just now realizing that I see a car in the back. It's not. But just again, I'm in the back. I did not prepare at all for this race. and realized 30 minutes prior to race that I did not know what I was doing.
Yeah, I was actually
mean,
thinking as I was putting these clips together, I was even thinking to myself, wait a minute, did something happen to Scott that I didn't realize? But yeah, I mean,
well, I mean, yes and no. Yes, I qualified horribly, which was a game changer because there's track position is huge.
yeah.
And I hit the wall in qualifying, and that was all she wrote.
That car was damaged before you even got on the
I
track.
mean, once you get out there and you're racing around people and you're not like you guys spread out pretty quick. We're still racing back there. You know,
Right.
it's you can't race the same. A lot changes and it just makes everything else difficult. So you really got to be on your A game at that point. And I already wasn't, and I didn't have the track position for it, and it was downhill from there.
Copy that. I felt like it was good race. I mean, you can see from that shot right there. I mean, we probably only had maybe 20 cars in the field. There was one caution. I think that was it. Maybe two.
One.
Okay. You weren't convinced last week that the racing was getting better? Feeling any different about that now, or what do you think? Same old, same old?
I think same old, same old. I think it's the same thing. Skill gap here. I mean, if
for
the
those
guys,
that didn't, real quick, for those that didn't see episode 2, we learned that term last week. Go back and watch the video. Okay.
if the guys are bunched up, or if the skill gap is a lot tighter, this like we're speedway racing, super speedway racing, I think you're still gonna have cautions. But I think that, again, it's a track that if you're not doing good, I mean, look at that
Yeah,
spacing.
I was gonna say you can
That's
tell
the
right
most
there.
spacing right there that we've seen all season, apart from maybe Kansas. I mean, which I guess, you know, it's getting more and more of that. The deeper you get in the season, the more difficult the tracks you're getting. The more difficult, as in people don't realize actually what's going on. I mean, there's a reason Jared just shoots out of a cannon 5 to 10 laps into a green flag run.
Right.
There's skill in there and there's talent. So I think it's skill gap. I don't think it's necessarily better. It's just.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, so yeah, we had two cars in the top 3. We need to take a break. Is this commercial break time?
Sorry.
Oh,
no,
okay.
we're good.
Yeah. 2 cars in the top 3. I honestly didn't look to see where you and Jeremy finished, but I know y'all were.
I don't know about
y'all were
Jeremy.
back
I was in
You were
ninth.
ninth? Yeah, I thought so.
9th, 10th.
Okay.
Top 10, somewhere right there on the edge of it.
So yeah, we'll talk about where we're going a little bit later in the show, where we're going next week. Thursday night league was, yeah, we'll quit showing Jared dominate that race. That was kind of same old, same old. Well, you know, I was close, but anyway, Thursday night league was at Talladega. We are going to see a couple clips. I don't have any racing clips, but we're going to see a clip of just some back and forth between teammates and a crew chief that was involved while we were at Talladega. Gosh, this is a recurring theme, but Jared was the one who kind of came out on top there. He didn't win, but finished 5th, so that was good. There was some drama. For those of you who watched the Twitch stream, that's twitch.tv/B&H Racing, not Band H Racing. B&H Racing. Y'all know we have some another team that we're kind of friendly with, the Drinking Bros. Man, they had a little bit of drama at the end of that race and took out a couple of their points guys. So make sure you come back Thursday night and watch the race, because that's the last race in the last cut down to the last 4 in the playoffs. So should be a good one. We're going to be at Miami there, but I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, we're going to move on to explain yourself. So speaking of Talladega, that's normally a really, a lot of stuff going on. Talladega's real big, real wide, so you can get plenty of good racing in. Pretty comfortable. If you want to go to the front, you do. If you want to lay back, you do. So we were, let's see, this was stage 2, and Charlie decided, myself, that we were going to go ahead and roll to the front, and Jared started right behind me. Scott was going to be crew chief, or was Jared's crew chief during this race. I'm gonna let this play out, just let y'all hear the audio. I mean, and kind of watch what's going on. I mean, we're teammates, and we're trying to look out for each other. So, Scott, I'm gonna let you explain yourself as crew chief,
Okay.
and see how this one plays out.
Yeah. Whoop. Jared, what are you doing up there?
So that's Jared right
I
behind
don't care
me.
about Chuck. I realized that as I was saying it.
Oh, you want me to back out?
I mean, yeah, you got another stage, right?
Noted. I'll pull it to the top and get out of it.
I mean, you got no reason to be up there. Zero
I thought I was
reason.
helping my teammate out. He said he was going to the front.
That's what I thought.
He can get there on his own.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he's right.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he can, but he can try on his own. That ain't our business. We got a race to win. Stages mean nothing to us.
Wow.
And these guys up here are knuckleheads.
Yeah, they were knuckleheads. Now, real quick, before you explain yourself, this will lend itself to probably your explanation. This is
Jared, you're in a good spot, bud.
just a little bit later. You just told Jared he's in a good spot. Here comes that 20. He's a pusher. Look at that outside line going. That 20's making it happen. Don't you? This is what can happen at Talladega. That's the kind of stuff.
Oh, they're wrecking.
There we go.
Back it down. 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 Oh!
All right, that's just me kind of saying maybe Scott was right.
Yeah.
But
Jared,
go ahead.
what are you doing?
By the way,
I feel like
Maverick and Tom Cruise said never leave your wingman. Actually, they had to tell him never leave his wingman.
You got another stage, right? That's fine. Listen, when I'm on the crew chief radio, okay, we're talking about what we're trying to do as a team. I don't know where this came about, where Charlie, excuse me, yourself is going to go to the front.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I do. For competing for a stage win. I don't know where that idea came from because none of our drivers are in the playoffs. Stage wins mean absolutely nothing. I don't know why you're on your way to the front, but my guy is not going to get caught up in that situation. If you want to do that, you're going to be on your own, Chief. We are not. Dude, knowing the madness, knowing how many guys are up there racing for playoff points for the stage, I'm not getting involved. And look, my driver is not going to help you get up there to be a part of nothing. I mean, absolutely no reason for us to be up there right now. And then the wreck proves it. It just literally, you heard me say, I'm glad you caught that bit,
Yeah.
Jared, you're in a good spot. Literally, you're in a good spot. We are back. We have no reason to be anywhere near what's about to go down because you know what's coming. I mean, look at this. This is just classic. No reason we should be caught up in that and be up there.
Yeah. So, for anybody who is wondering, I actually did win the stage, but to Scott's point, what did it mean? I mean, it didn't mean anything. We're not in the playoffs. I mean, it might have meant something inside to me, though, as a driver and, as a team owner. Hey, our team can get out here and win stages. And, we got big money sponsors coming in, and they like to see when we win stages. So, I was doing it for the team. That was where my mind was.
Okay. Well, until that's communicated to us, hey, we need to win this stage for our sponsors. My driver does not need any confidence boost. He does not need to go win a stage for a little morale boost. So for the team, we're comfortable with where we want to be, and we're confident we'll be there at the end. And might I just add,
you might.
My driver finished 5th. I don't know about you guys, but I know it wasn't top 20.
What did you say?
Not trying to diss. I'm just saying we had the strategy over here. We knew what we were doing, and we came out with a 5th place.
In the end, yes. Your strategy and what you were trying to get Jared to do did work. 100%. My strategy worked for a period of time because after the race, that big old sponsor came over and put a big chunk of cash in my hand and said, "Thank you for winning that stage. We were on TV for 5 seconds, and they saw our sponsor on your hood, and we
And
made
we
one
never saw any of that
sale."
money, and so it all comes full circle. There's the reason we aren't up there. He ain't gonna show us that money anyway. Let him go up there and figure it out himself. We'll help him when he shows us the money.
Okay, noted.
Come on now.
There's a lot of strategy at Talladega, so it paid off for you and Jared this time. So, all right, moving on to another explain yourself. This one is for you specifically. I just need a little explanation on what was going on here. Nobody really, unless you say different. I don't think anybody did anything wrong. So it was in the ARCA race.
Look at that paint. I'm slapping it.
Oh yeah,
now
I
that
forgot we
see
got it up here. I wish it was a little bit bigger. I swear when I saw it, I thought, oh, that's cool. He's got it sideways, but no, look at the headlights.
Yeah. Just go ahead and play it. We'll just ignore it. I did not realize that they changed the whole layout.
All right, this is you behind Ricky Bobby, inside of Denny Hamlin, and y'all are about to make a roll through turn. I think this is coming into turn 3.
This is
When
it?
you first, no, this is coming to the tunnel turn.
Okay,
This is the actual incident. Oh, so a little preface here. Scott had just pulled off a very impressive 3-wide move with the 11, and you know maybe tensions were a little high, and the tunnel turn is not a good place to be lifted. We're calling this lifted. It's kind of hard to tell from this clip, but I mean, he got you pretty good. We're gonna show the in-car clip here in just a minute. Man, that paint job is sweet.
Isn't it?
But watch the rear end here. Woo!
I mean, rear wheels off the ground.
Yeah. All right, let's watch the in-car real quick. Watch the handwork here. It actually doesn't look like it bothered you that much, but we'll let this go and then you can say what you thought. Just watch that steering wheel there. Oh, you worked pretty hard. And I didn't realize you were on the inside of Ricky Bobby there, so that could have been a lot worse, I guess, than it was. So, you know, what do you think? You think there was something nefarious going on? Don't want to use big words on you, but
I think that you're right. I pulled off a risky 3-wide move, but I didn't do anything to anybody. It was going and coming out of 3, and you know you have to get a huge run, and I had one, and I was like, this stretch is too long to back off. I can cut inside and make this work. I got a 0x, but it was one of those like nothing happened 0x's. It was just if I were him, I'm sitting there thinking,
you got a 0x.
Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking like, yeah, I'm annoyed that he probably went for that. That's probably what I'm thinking if it were me in his spot. Like he really knew what he was doing, and but this seemed to be retaliation because I'll tell you the way that he was like following me prior to this getting to this point was like you can tell the way someone's driving. It's like they're coming after me.
Extra coming.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just felt it coming, and the second I started the tunnel turn, and I'm looking in my mirror. You can't see me, but I'm looking up a bunch, and I saw it happening, and I feel like I was like, "Yep," like because I immediately knew. Yeah, I knew that was about to happen. I think though, from his perspective, I'd be mad because that was 1000% retaliation. But for the amount that he hit me to lift the wheels off the ground, I mean, I don't know if you get a polished shot of that, but it was like, I mean, that's intense. Like it was those cars, they will.
That's what I was gonna say. I
lie in the
wonder
grass.
if another car. Not that you didn't do an awesome job of making not spinning out, but I wonder if another car, because the suspension is a little weird on the ARCA, same on the Xfinity car, but maybe that helped keep some stability there. I don't know.
I don't know.
Any other car, something that's a little more stiff, I think you're going around easy.
1000%. I thought in that car, I'm going around.
And would have taken out
easy,
Ricky
but-
Bobby. That would have been bad. That was the part that surprised me. I didn't realize that guy was right there on your outside. So,
Yeah.
all right. I think who was that, by the way, in the 11? It wasn't really Denny Hamlin. Just so everybody knows, Denny, if you're watching this,
It
we-
was either.
we're not blaming you. It was somebody
it was
Matt.
I was
Schmatt.
about to say Matt that I could not pronounce his last name. It was
Yeah.
a bunch of letters.
Okay.
Matt, I'm very confident.
So
yeah.
no beef at this point.
No, I mean I get what he was doing. I get why. So it's like, all right, but it was like an aggressive retaliation. So it's like all right, I got my eye open.
It's a noted.
Yeah, you put it in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Noted. Got it.
Right. So
But
potentially.
I've never seen him before. I'm
Uh huh.
never that far back in the field.
Right. I was gonna.
So I don't
connect those
expect
two.
to see him again.
All right. We got another rate that real quick here. We already mentioned that Jared won yet another race, and Jared's becoming pretty famous for the burnouts. Last week we rated. Make sure you go back, watch episode 2, leave some comments. We want to hear how you rate the 2 burnouts that we showed, one of Jared and one of me. You know who I think was better. Only one burnout this week. Only one. I mean, that's not too much to complain about. So we're going to let y'all rate that again, and let's watch this one play out. We got 2 different views of it. I'm going to only show this view before I show the second view, because the second view might make it look even more awesomer. That's a new word there. All right, here we go. So Jared wins at Pocono. Again, Flagman's into it.
That man loves burnouts, man. That's his thing. Look at him.
All right, so just seeing that much, I'll go first. This part is really impressive, but again, I feel like it's a callback. It's a callback to Charlie at Bristol. But hey, he does it really impressive. I'm just saying, he does it really impressive.
Sort of like I know Charlie will know what this move is.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it just kind of for
100%.
him.
Let me see if I can do it as good as Charlie, which of course, not quite. All right, anyway, let it play through. This is awesome. This is what I like too. You can't hear it as much. You'll hear it in the other clip. He gives it a little gas, and that car growls a little bit, which is pretty cool. These are three perfect symmetrical good. Right here, you got to stop. You got to stop. And I don't let it play anymore, but he does his vanishing act again, where he just leaves the track. Hey, fans want to see you. They want to congratulate you. He's gone. That dude's on a plane already. So, if it were to stop like right after he comes out of this one, hey, just going down the track a little bit, maybe pop
Right
it into
there.
pits.
Yep.
I mean, I could go as high as a 8.5, 9 on it. But I'm taking points off for this piece. I mean,
A little wobble.
he almost cost us some money here, because that was going to be a repair on that car. So, again, we're going to show another view, but just looking at this.
You've got your rating ready already.
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
need another view.
No,
Okay.
no, because I know how awesome the other view is.
Oh, is it awesome?
It is. I'm going to give it a 6.3. I would be higher, but I don't like the ending of it. So, all right. All that to say, go ahead. What you got? What do you think?
I want to see the other view.
Yeah. I'll show it. I can't show you first because you'll say, "Oh,
Oh,
that's a
come
10."
on. Oh man.
I mean, it's
I
good
like the
technique.
beginning. It's cool. I will say, yeah, the end bit was very, weird. Like he starts to do more, and then he's like, no, maybe no. Kind of
Right.
all over
I
the
wonder
place.
if he thought I'm gonna loop it back around again, and he's like, "Nope, that's not gonna work. Let me get out of
Right.
here."
I do want to say though, on his vanishing act, I think it's smart because I have a theory. I wasn't out there, right? I'm in the pits. I'm arguing with Matt
That's
Schatt
right.
over
Y'all
there
almost came to blows. I remember.
about what's going down. There's a little SNL reference. I don't know if you caught it.
Yeah.
But
He was
So
over there with that smoke show. Okay.
Yeah.
Too much SNL.
in his Crocs. I'm not. I'm not listening. This crowd might be booing.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know, but listen, Jared's won a lot of races, and you know the fans love to see an underdog win. But when that underdog becomes the one thing that they hate, which is the champion, the guy that's winning every race, immediately turn on you, and they hate
gosh.
you. Jared might be creeping into that department. I don't know if he is not. I don't know if they're booing
I'm
yet,
making
but
a note on that. That's
I'm just
an
gonna
excellent
say,
observation.
pretty soon, if not already, there's going to be some hate thrown his way. I mean,
Wow.
you can't be on top. I mean, you know how many people talk bad about Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, those guys that used to, especially Jimmy Johnson, championship, winning every
Yes.
race.
Yes.
Kyle Busch, I think they hated him for other reasons, but still, Kyle Busch. I mean, Chase Elliott gets a lot of heat.
Yes.
Again, not necessarily always for winning consistently, but he's up there and everybody loves him. And it's like this popular
Okay.
drivers. This crowd might be turning on him. They might want to see somebody else up there in victory lane. Just a theory.
I like it. So he's like, I got to get out of here because
Yeah, he's
they're
like,
gonna
I'll burn him
start
down.
throwing beer cans at me.
Yeah, so he's like, I'll burn it down for you, but that's all I'm gonna give you. I'm out of here. I'm not
Okay.
gonna hang around and listen to this. And
All right. So having just seen that, and you were there
oh,
in
I
person.
can't. I gotta
so
rate before
what kind of
I
rating
can
we
do
got?
this.
Yeah.
Well, if he didn't have the weird little ending to it, it would definitely be higher. I agree. But with the flag man in the back, just
Yeah, he's
going
into
at
it.
it. I mean, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5.
What'd you
It
say?
was solid. It was really solid. 3 perfect little burnouts and
Okay.
the nice tail whip. And I feel like this is going to be really awesome and make me want to change and go higher. But 7.5 is where I'm
Well,
at.
what this does is, the cameraman, y'all watch NASCAR on Sundays. If you do, maybe you don't, but they've got this thing now where the cameraman always gets out there on the track. Cameraman? Is that even camera person?
Camera guy.
Person.
Is that worse? I mean, that I call girls guys, like the guy. That's the guy. Well, but that's not great either.
Camera person gets out
That's
on
probably
track,
wrong.
and they get the awesome low angle shots in the smoke. For me, that makes it just look a whole lot better than it maybe really
yeah.
was. So we sent a cameraman out on track and captured a view here, and you're about to run out of time again, and it makes the ending of it actually look like it works. So, having said all that, and this was captured off the live stream, so you're getting live reaction here too. So here we
Okay.
go.
It's already incredible. Oh, wow.
Man.
Dude, I'm rating that high, and Chuck should too, because that was way better than any that Chuck's ever done. That was insane, man.
See, it actually looks like he was stopping for the camera.
That
But
looks awesome.
here's my favorite part. Listen, right before the burnout starts, he revs the engine a little bit, and listen to this thing. Here, I'm gonna turn the volume up a little bit. It kind of growls a little bit. Oh, it's awesome.
It's already incredible. Oh, wow.
Man.
Oh, dude, I'm rating that high,
It's
and
funny,
Chuck
we were
should
already
too.
talking
'Cause
about
that was
how we were gonna rate
way
it.
better than any. Well, let me just say that was all silly. I'm winking at my camera because I know everybody in my chat is laughing. You're.
Oh.
I'm just getting in your head. I'm gassing you up right here because I know you're like, it's not that good. So I'm like, I'm gonna really gas this one up. But that's incredible, Chuck.
I mean, this angle though on this is just.
Yeah, I mean, minus him tail whipping our camera person there.
Yeah, they probably got a couple broke ankles out of it.
Yeah. But they got the shot still. That's all that matters.
Right. Yeah, we can get other camera
That
persons.
was
Good stuff.
Insane, man.
Yeah, so that's impressive. If you had seen that first, I mean, I think my rating would have been higher, but
Probably.
anyway.
Probably.
All right, let's move on. Next week, ARCAs are going to be at Chicagoland. It feels like another classic Jared track, but we'll see. Any immediate thoughts?
Immediate thought,
what do you
yeah. I
think
think
about
of
Chicago?
Chicagoland, and I think of Jared, and I think of that Twitch clip. Insert it
Mm.
right here, where Jared goes and
I'll link it.
Jared's
I'll link it.
He's not even in the chat yet. Like he's not even got a mic and talking to us yet. He's very,
Yeah.
very early stages of iRacing.
Yep.
And he gets a nice bump and run on a guy, and it's like, whoa, this man is out here making moves.
Oh man,
a
I'm making a note. Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
put
that
that
was
in
an
there.
awesome clip. And I'm just sitting there. He just Earnhardted him. I think I don't know if the guy spun or not, but Jared,
Oh, I think he got up in the wall at least for sure.
yeah, Jared sent him up there. He's like, look, man, just trying to rattle his cage. Big Dale Earnhardt guy. Yeah, that's immediately what I think of. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. I really don't know. I remember I had a win or so early stages.
I was gonna
raced
mention that.
Chicagoland, yeah.
So you're early on favorite.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
No.
I think Chicago has the potential, just like the last couple races, to get spread out. So we could have some green flag, which unfortunately tends to lead towards people who are good with keeping their tires under them, and that's Jared again. But we'll see what happens. Y'all come check us out. That'll be Thursday, next Thursday. Tuesday Night League is at Homestead. Mentioned earlier that, well, me personally, I don't like the track. It's got a high line there that you kind of have to run. Well, I think, and I have proven already, if you didn't see before, I've proven already that's not for me. I don't have what it takes to run up there at the wall. Although that's in the truck, so I take it back. Maybe we'll be okay. So real quick, any thoughts on Miami?
Homestead, I don't know if running up top, I couldn't do it.
I can't remember now, even if the low line works the whole time.
I think they changed something. They updated something at one point, and you could run up there. I don't know if it was beneficial.
Yeah.
Not to the degree of Kansas. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the practice.
You would say it's worth coming to the stream to watch on Tuesday night.
Absolutely.
100%. Okay. And not to mention, I mentioned earlier, there are 3 people tied for the 4th spot as far as points are concerned. So either one of them needs to win just to get it done, or make sure they finish real good. So going to be some drama. All right, last but not least, around the garage, we have a little bit of real life NASCAR. Not that this isn't real life. Okay, I instantly regret saying that. This is very real. Oh my gosh. NASCAR racing news. Maybe the least best kept secret that Kyle Busch went to Richard Childress Racing. Real quick, my thoughts on it. I mean, I think it's great. He can easily go there, win races. I don't like that they're already kind of. They don't need to be talking about him and Dale Earnhardt, in my opinion. Each person is their own person. That bothers me. I don't even like Dale Earnhardt, but he was a thing when I first started watching, and I don't like it when they try to do that. Hopefully it won't happen anymore. But any immediate thoughts on him going there?
Well, I see the similarities between him and Dale
Earnhardt. There
are. Minus the championships. I mean, he's very much the modern day Dale Earnhardt, I think.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I don't want to gas up your argument. If you had to pick
one, yeah, but okay, good.
The aggressiveness and the I don't careness. Maybe Kyle's got a lot more pettiness to him and a little bit less maturity.
That's well said. Yeah.
But the I'm gonna drive the way I want to drive, and if you got a problem, we'll settle it later. That kind of vibe, definitely, I think they can really. I wouldn't put him in the same ballpark though, because Dale Earnhardt has however many 7, 8 championships. So I mean, no, I don't think that there's a comparison there, but I think it'll be interesting. I don't know. I think that him riding in the 8 is cool. But
You
again,
think he can?
I mean,
Certainly he'll have equipment and capability of winning
I mean,
races.
they say that about Brad Keselowski, and it's taken him a lot of time to get settled over there in the 6. I mean, Chris Buescher's looking better in the 17 over at
Shots fired.
RFK.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I feel like anytime a driver changes everything like that car team, I mean, it's gonna take a minute to get right. So I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, well, that'll certainly be interesting to watch next year. I mean, I'm excited about next year already. All right, before we run out of time here, I thought we'll start throwing in a little bit of odd trivia here on auto racing. So I got a really good one for you here. So one of the more famous Formula One, I mean, we're switching gears big time here, but Formula One races, they run out at Monaco. Now, Formula One gets a lot of hate for running that road course. They can hardly pass, but they are literally driving on the roads. Did you know they have to weld down every time they come there? They weld down, because you were talking about manholes earlier. I don't know why you were talking about manholes earlier. Kind of weird, actually, but they have to weld down the manholes so the cars don't suck them up. Suck them. Wait a minute. They have to weld down the manholes so the cars don't suck up the manhole
Pull
covers.
them out of the ground.
Yeah, that sounds better. That's an interesting fact, right?
That is interesting. I would not even think about that until
Yeah.
after it happened. I'd be like, oh, guys, we probably should fix that.
Apparently, the cars create so much downforce that if it were possible, they could drive upside down because the downforce is sucking them so hard to the road. Impressive.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Makes me want to go back and drive an F1 car like I did 20 years ago.
All right. Well.
All right. On that note, that's going to do it for us. That's Scott. I'm Charlie. This was episode 3 of the Done Deal podcast. Another teaser for the name. We're going to get to that at some point and talk about why we named it. So, again, not cliche. Leave some likes, leave some comments, rate that burnout of Jared's. Make sure you subscribe. We're going weekly as we've established. So, appreciate y'all being here, and we will catch y'all next time.
Well, you didn't give me my final thought.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Final thought.
I've got it written down here. Go ahead. And all right, final thought, Scott.
Triangle.
Noted.